Back in Valley of the Sun in the Go America Theater in downtown Phoenix, Arizona for LFA 44. Remember, you still have time to get to the Access TV Fights Facebook page, like us, and then make your prediction. Who's going to win in our main event tonight? Will it be Frinku, who comes in as the favorite right now, according to Nick Kalikas and MMAOddsBreaker.com, or will it be the underdog Christian Aguilera? A pair of signed MMA gloves from both fighters is on the line. We will announce the winner at the end of the broadcast. More action in the LFA featherweight division next, as the Beast Joey Miolla faces off with bad boy Glen Baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Octagon, Glen Bad Boy Baker.
Surprise Arizona's Glen Baker, fighting out of Two Knuckle Sports and the MMA Lab. He is a kickboxing specialist with a 4-2 record and has recorded back-to-back first-round finishes.
His last fight, holy cow, one left hook and it was over. Beautiful performance by him. He's looking for another quick finish tonight, but up against Joey Miolla, it's going to be an interesting one.
Don't blink, here it is.
Yeah, watch him fade back. Boop, drops the left hook, and it is over. A lot of power in both of his hands. He will let them fly also. This is going to be a fun fight.
Took Baker only 9 seconds last October to take out Kevin Natividad. That was his first victory in the LFA Octagon. Talked about, he's all about precision and targeting areas. And that left hook that he dropped on Natividad was set up. He felt that he could have success by throwing that hook, and boy, Pat, did he ever.
Said he practiced it over and over and over, intended on landing it and making it work either at the beginning of the fight or at some point in the fight. He was going to put him away with it. So I'm sure he's seen some holes. He talked to us about Miolla. His game plan is pretty interesting. Hit him a lot, hit him hard.
He's had 150 to 200 Muay Thai boxing and kickboxing amateur fights. Tonight is his second MMA bout in the LFA Octagon.
Now welcome his opponent, making his way to the Octagon, Joey the Beast Miolla.
9 lives.
Another Arizona product fighting out of Mesa, and he is the number 4 ranked featherweight Joey Miolla. Impressive 9-3 record, and he has faced some very solid competition, as his opponent's win-loss record indicates.
Oh, he's fought nothing but hammers. All the fights that we've seen him in, of course. He is one tough character. Guy has heavy, heavy hands, very good wrestling. Powerful, powerful little man. Former college football player, defensive back.
That's right, at Mesa Community College, and a former RFA bantamweight title challenger. He demonstrated that power, Pat, that you'd expect from a former football player in 3 RFA bouts.
Yeah, there's the wrestling technique and power that he has. Has great ground and pound, loves to punish people. I mean, he really enjoys blasting people in the head, and also has become much better versed on the ground. His technique has improved greatly in terms of grappling skills.
Here are the numbers for this 145-pound matchup. Miolla is 33 years old. Baker is 4 years older. Both fighters weighed in at 145. Baker is 4 inches longer in the arms. Miolla 2 inches longer in the legs. Back to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your LFA 44 feature fight of the night, tonight on Access TV, and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA featherweight division. Brought to you tonight by USEN, Send Money Worldwide. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This striker stands 5'7", weighed in 145.8 pounds. He holds a professional record, 4 wins, 2 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout, 1 via submission. Training out of 2 Nuck Sports and MMA Lab, fighting out of Surprise, Arizona, Glen Bad Boy Baker. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker standing 5'7", weighed in 145.8 pounds. He holds a professional record, 9 wins, 3 defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout, 1 via submission. Representing Power MMA and Fitness, and fighting out of Mesa, Arizona, Joey the Beast Miolla. Your referee in charge of the action, Raul Peralta.
Center. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Let's have a nice clean fight. Touch gloves now. Back to your corners.
Final odds coming in from Nick Kalikas and MMAOddsBreaker.com. Glen Baker, the underdog, at plus 425. Joey Miolla, a big favorite, at minus 675. Shout out to UFC's Chris Cyborg watching tonight. Gave us a shout out on Twitter.
Thank you,
Things
Chris.
are well with you, Chris.
Always fun to watch her rough people up.
Someone who knows how to end a fight, no doubt about it. Miolla in the purple trunks, Baker the red and black. And this fight has already gone longer than Baker's last one. Miolla looking for his first win since 2016.
Timing off the kick. Spinning the back position here, sticking that leg in. More of a wrestler's ride, which is not a bad choice early on in the fight. Don't want to put the legs in necessarily too early. Now he's riding on the back of the calf of Baker. Baker probably going to look for a leg lock. Yeah, he's trying to scoop it. Anytime you've got your leg between your opponent's legs, you always got to be aware of that they're going to roll through and try and go for a knee bar or something. Especially those Japanese fighters.
Yeah,
they always
learned a little bit about that, didn't you?
Sneaky fighters.
3 first-round finishes for Joey Miolla. Made his pro debut back in 2012 at the age of 27.
Miolla, nice job scooping the leg with his leg. Now pinching it. Good job riding Baker, making him carry his weight.
Miolla training out of Power MMA and Fitness. Got one of the best in his corner tonight, Aaron Simpson, retired UFC fighter.
So Baker keeps trying to stand up with the leg that's closest to Miolla. Actually should be standing up with the leg against the cage there. Now that he's got that up, he can get up. But oh, guillotine attempt here by Baker. But Miolla's protected. He's on the correct side of the body. Baker keeping a hold of the head and trying to get up, can't do it.
Now Miolla pops out.
Got a half Nelson in there, prying on him.
Action here in the LFA featherweight division as we hit the midway point here of the opening rounds. See Aaron Simpson back there. Great shot from our crew. And the fans here appreciate it in Phoenix. Fighters restart in the center of the octagon. Miolla has 4 knockout victories. Baker, 2-fight win streak, back-to-back first-round finishes.
Miolla's tried to set up that right hand.
There you go. Jab off line with a straight right. Feint and then jab off line with a straight right.
Hey, get those body feints, Joey.
And the team from Power MMA shouting instruction to Joey Miolla.
Oh, big uppercut miss.
Don't get too wild. Jab first, jab first. Double jab with a straight right. Just keep it simple. There you go.
Body fakes, body fakes.
Just let your hands go.
There you go, get it, get it, get it.
Nice takedown from the former football player.
That's the way you hit a takedown, though, man. He drove right through him.
Yes, he did.
Elevated the legs and the hips and dumped him.
Looked like a DB on that play.
Joe, you got 1
Coming
minute.
in and now again has the back of Baker with a minute to go.
Baker being smart. Every time that hand comes through, he gets wrist control.
Fans here cheering for Joe Miolla.
I think after getting his wrist grabbed like this, he might stop going for the choke and just start punching in the next round if he ends up in this position again.
Baker struggling to get to his feet. Miolla takes him back down.
A lot of power.
All Joey Miolla in this opening frame.
10 seconds. Break.
Bell sounds. It's going to do it for round 1. Miolla coming off a decision loss to Vinicius Zani at LFA 24 back in October.
Look at this takedown. Times the kick. Runs right through Baker. No question he was going to get that takedown. There's another one. He just, look, straight beeline to the hips. Hits the legs where he's supposed to with his arms. And powers him down.
Miolla has gone 1-2 since winning 8 in a row. Last 2 wins came at featherweight. Comes in as the number 4 ranked bantamweight. And no surprise there, Pat Miletich gives the opening round to Miolla. We're gonna check in now with Phoenix in Glen Baker's corner.
From my opinion, it looked like Coach Nico was just trying to get Baker's confidence back. They want him to use his hands, throw his hands, have confidence in his hands, and maybe hit him with that big overhand right.
Thank you, Phoenix. This marks the first time that Glen Baker has been out of the first round since 2016. We are underway in the second round.
Baker looked like he rolled his ankle there at the end of that, moving back. Good, powerful kick. That's the second kick he's landed on that lead leg and really moved Miolla with it. Maybe set that up with his hand. Sorry, Ron.
That's what the kickboxer wants to do for sure. Said he would attack the legs of Miolla, use lots of tight boxing, stay off the fence, and let the power of his kicks fly.
Miolla trying to use a lot of feints and fakes. Oh, Baker unleashed a couple hard ones there.
As Miolla was trying for another takedown, Baker did get a couple of nice shots through.
Baker trying to turn out of there.
Baker gets a kick to the thigh of Miolla. Fighters separated. Some power there from Miolla.
Yes, sir. Plenty of it. He just smiled at us.
Yes, he did. Joey Miolla having a good time tonight as he controlled that first round. Gets the takedown and then smiles at Pat Miletich. I love it.
Nice job. Look at how close he's got his body and got his hips sunk in. Really staying glued. Look at that.
And those big shots have opened up a cut.
Scooping the leg again. Baker not learning from posting that outside leg. He's got to post the leg against the cage to get up. So many guys do that wrong in MMA.
Glen Baker bleeding now. Can't see if it looks like it's coming from his nose. Baker scraping the face, getting his face scraped by Miolla, excuse me. Now
Miolla
Joey
talking to his
Miolla,
corner.
yeah.
Huh? What'd you guys say?
So what'd you say, Simpson? A little bit louder. The blood now streaming from Glen Baker.
Aaron Simpson, one of those vegan athletes, only has a plant-based diet. A lot of great athletes do that.
Simpson transitioning from a great fighter to a solid coach.
Yeah.
One of the nice guys in the business, too. Joey Miolla continuing to smother Glen Baker, trying to get back on his feet. And now he's got the neck of Joey Miolla. How tight is that, Pat?
It's not. I don't think it's tight yet. He's locking the back of the head, though. Miolla got a roll to get out of it. He had to bail on position.
Nice escape by Joey Miolla, but Glen Baker made him pay for it. Fighters touch gloves as we hit the 1 minute mark. Round number 2 scheduled for 3.
Showing each other some respect there.
LFA 44 action. Ron Kruk, Pat Miletich, and Phoenix Carnevale with you here tonight. Low kick from Baker. And it was the blood coming from the nose of Glen Baker, not a cut.
Ooh. Miolla had his left hand up on the crown of his head, luckily on that.
But we've seen the power of Glen Baker.
Nice body kick, spinning kick to the solar plexus. Ideally, you want your heel to hit the liver, but solar plexus works too. Love the takedowns of Joey Miolla.
Back to his bread and butter.
Break.
Another tackle for the former football player, Joey Miolla.
Baker huffing and puffing a little bit, dealing with the wrestler, or the wrestling, I should say, of Joey Miolla.
Cutman David Maldonado going in to work.
Yeah, Superman punches for a takedown.
We're listening to
He's
the
fucking
corners.
hands down by his waist.
Joey looked pretty fresh.
He's fucking beat. You got him destroyed. You got him distraught. He has
You're missing by a couple of inches. He's backing up.
Yeah.
So fold it in. Step one more inch in. You got to drop him.
Touch him with the jab. Touch him with the jab. You don't have to do it. Just feint that jab and step in hard with that too.
Right down your mouthpiece. We're down 2 rounds.
Hold it.
We're down 2 rounds. He can't hold us down. You gotta let those go. Fuck the leg kicks. Leg kick him later. Okay? Understand? After that right hook, you gotta give me a left hook like no tomorrow. You gotta throw some combos. Hit him one side. The second punch is gonna knock him out.
He shoots, feint that knee or pedal right. Pedal right. You can't
Glen Baker's corner saying to their fighter, you're down 2 rounds. And Pat Miletich agrees.
And they're also telling him, throw the left hook.
Let's check in with Phoenix to find out what Miolla's corner said.
They think that Baker's broken. They think he's mentally broken at this point, and they also say his hands are down. So go for the straight 2, it's there.
Thank you, Phoenix. See if Joey Miolla does that.
Baker loading up here. Here he comes. Nice body shot. Oh, he was going to hit a spinning technique, and Miolla recognized it and backed off.
Yes, he did. Took a step back. I mean, Miolla told us his plan coming in was to really put pressure on Baker, move forward, and take him down. And that's what he has done so far in this fight.
A couple different times, these guys have also leaned into their right hands together at the same time.
Combination. Combination below.
Nice fake by Miolla. Fake the right hand, hit a quick double leg.
Get up, hand control.
Creative takedown set up there.
Break the grip. You can't let him lock his hand.
That was a great setup.
Grab that wrist, now get up. Open it.
Executes the takedown to perfection.
Up, Glen. Yes, sir. Put that elbow back, underhook.
Baker trying to dig that left arm in.
Nasty elbows from Miolla, and Baker just misses.
Phoenix's hair went flying off of that one.
We felt the breeze. Like DeRoche's hair too went flying here, cage side.
Permanently.
Ouch. We love you, Mike. Three minutes to go in round 3. LFA featherweight action, Miolla and Baker.
Still showing each other a lot of respect standing up. Both know they've got plenty of power to hurt the other.
You bet. Both fighters, both these guys love to bang. We're expecting a brawl.
Joey doing a good job, feints, fakes.
Blood begins to trickle from the nose of Glen Baker again.
Miolla, I don't know, he staggered a little bit off of that, but I think knocked off balance more than anything.
Two veteran fighters, Miolla 33 years old, Baker 37. Baker got a very late start making his pro debut at 34.
After all those years of fighting as a kid.
Yeah, right. As we said, between 150, 200 amateur Muay Thai, boxing, and kickboxing fights.
Like riding a bike for him.
Joey Miolla looking to get back in the win column. He's lost 2 of 3. And scores another takedown.
Nice work. Got a spiral ride going here.
Baker struggling to get back up.
Near cradle. Joey wants to go for a near cradle there. Nope. Passes it up. Back putting the leg in. Joey just being heavy. Oh, nice. Talk about rearing back for a knee.
And a second one. Straight to the rib cage.
Baker's feeling those.
Yeah. He's going to defend that one.
A la Dan Severn versus Tank Abbott in the ultimate in Denver, Colorado.
Bam. You got it. Oh. And now Baker on his feet.
I got tickets to that UFC. Luckily got in because they moved to a different venue because the actual city of Denver outlawed it. They had to move it to a smaller building, and I was sitting this close to the cage for that whole fight, for that whole ultimate. It was incredible.
I believe that was the Gothic Theater on Colfax.
There you go.
Had to move it from McNichols Arena, where UFC 1 went down. And Joey Miolla finishing this fight off strong.
Use that wrestling to win that fight. Dominant performance by Joey Miolla.
Yeah, you would think with all the fighting background that Glen Baker has, you would have been able to maybe fend off a couple of those takedowns. But
just not enough years of wrestling. Wrestling is king. I don't care what anybody says. If you've got good wrestling, you can decide where the fight goes.
Yeah. Oh, the beast. Joey Miolla was a beast.
Nice job punching his way in and then hits the dump. Continuously scooping that lead leg when Baker would try to get back up. Getting out of the way of that spinning back fist. And there's the knees to the ribs.
Those
After the second
nasty.
one, Baker was not allowing any more of those.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Gonna turn his rib cage to powder.
No question there. Pat gives this fight to Joey Miolla, and the fans here in Phoenix cheering for the fighter out of Mesa, Arizona. He was 0-1 in the LFA coming into this fight. Went 2-1 in the RFA. And the judges continue to add up the scores. Their abacus has worked in the calculator, and Mike Kendall has the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the judges score the bout 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Joey the Beast Miolla.
Joey Miolla earns his first victory in 19 months and improves to 10-3, 5 fights in the books, all won by the red corner tonight. The former football player Joey Miolla putting on a tackle exhibition here in the LFA octagon tonight. Well, the co-main event is up next. Casey Kenny steps into the LFA spotlight as the young up-and-comer takes on 3-time UFC veteran Roman Salazar. The bantamweights are throwing down next as Access TV Fights rolls on.